Welcome to Cruise1st TV, here to bring you nothing but good news, blue skies and exciting holidays to look forward to. Now here's a question for you. Are you ready to live the high life? I think the answer is probably yes. Are you ready to lie back and think of absolutely nothing on a cruise?
Oh, always ready for that, Derek.
I'm there.
Yes, let's jet off on some exclusive and incredible all-included journeys with Celebrity Cruises, where life just feels that little bit better as you enjoy the beauty of the ship and the excitement of the trip. Always connected with included Wi-Fi and a glass of something responsibly. I'm always there to refresh you every day.
One at a time, of course.
Of course.
Sounds like my kind of holiday, but be quick because we've got two final call offers in this show where just the last few cabins are available at our special rate. There's a Canadian Coasts Explorer 15-night package with a Boston stay for September, and there's the last chances for our October Seoul to Tokyo 18-night getaway as well.
Now details of those are on the way in just a second, but first an exciting surf and sun adventure to Australia is on the cards for next November, with nearly 3 weeks of Aussie sunshine to look forward to. You'll be sailing on the Celebrity's amazing Edge, and we'll kick off by flying down to Sydney to enjoy a whopping 5-night hotel stay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
This is a proper mini holiday in Sydney, and Sydney's not just a city, but it has a real rhythm, a cadence to it, you know, from the minute you set foot you know, out on the beautiful harbour and you see these incredible views. There's so much to see and do. Taronga Zoo also boasts lovely views over the harbour. You can take a harbour sail, you can climb the harbour bridge, head to the Opera House, the rocks. You know, not too far away you also have wine country. It really is so enchanting and fabulous, and having that 5 nights is just brilliant. Then we're going to be cruising on the Celebrity Edge. We have all-included cruising for you, which is your classic drinks package and your Wi-Fi for 11 nights on board. Well, this is a really nice size of holiday. You know, the 5 nights in Sydney and then 11 nights cruising around Australia, especially since you're going to be heading to some iconic spots like the Great Barrier Reef. You'll have a lot of scenic cruising to enjoy, and what better way to enjoy it than out on the rooftop garden with real fresh plants and lovely artwork all around the ship, just so you can kind of explore that indoor-outdoor experience that Celebrity delivers with its wonderful outdoor spaces. There's little infinity tubs as well, dotted around the deck, and of course the hot tubs. Look at the Grand Plaza though. The aesthetic of Celebrity is very clean lines, very fresh and modern. It is new luxury, but it's not pretentious. It feels actually very relaxing and low-key at the same time. What I really enjoy about Celebrity is from one space to the next, the lighting designs are always keyed into the unique experience of the bar or restaurant or space that you're visiting. So it just feels right every time. Now your Edge staterooms with infinite verandas, these are wonderful. In fact, you just it's app controlled, or you flick a button and then it will open your infinite veranda. You can also you know, key into the mainframe of the ship by using your app to book restaurant venues or order drinks or excursions or whatever you might want. The lovely thing as well about the ship is that the main restaurant, the main dining, which is included, is actually split into lots of subcategories. So for example, you have a Greek restaurant, you have the Cosmopolitan, you have you know, other different restaurants that are all part of the main dining structure at no additional cost, but they are also separate venues. I really like that. If you do want to do something a little bit more indulgent or luxurious, you can go ahead and book a specialty dining for a nominal fee, such as the Grand Bistro, the Fine Cut Steakhouse, or Murano, which is a French specialty restaurant. There's also La Petite Chef, which is where you can watch the animated chef create a show on the table and create, there it is, and create the dishes, and then the real thing is served up in style. It is a really cute experience. I'd recommend that for a special event, or you know, if you've got an anniversary coming up or something. So much fun. Now you've also got Dinner on the Edge, which has got an amazing menu including Chateaubriand, lobster tails, South Florida snapper. Look at the theatre. Now, these shows are going to blow you away, honestly. The production value of the shows on Celebrity is second to none. I mean, you've got lovely big digital LED screens. I mean, it does rival some of the best shows you've probably seen in the West End. It really does. So amazing. What an experience this is going to be. And also, you know, you can get yourself prepared even before heading off the ship by going to a shore excursions presentation. So we are cruising out of Sydney, and first up, we'll be heading straight into the heart of the reef for an overnight on board in Airlie Beach. You get this lovely overnight. It's got that sleepy beach town charm, but this is your jumping off point for the beautiful Whitsundays. The locals call the sea here glass because it's so perfectly clear. Now, you must do either a catamaran tour or a helicopter. Then it's Cairns, overnight on board in Cairns as well. 2 days is such a treat. You know, one of the only places on Earth where 2 World Heritage Sites touch, the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest. Now, top excursion here to do would be the Outer Reef pontoon trip or up into the Corunda Scenic Railway. Then we're off to Port Douglas, which has really a boutique tropical feel. There's a lovely market just outside where the ship docks. You can do some shopping for local arts and crafts as well. A brilliant cruise excursion is the Mossman Gorge in Daintree, where you can swim in the crystal clear waters. Then it's Willis Island. This is scenic cruising. It's tiny and only a handful of meteorologists live there. You get special permission to be able to sail around, which is great. Have a look out for the exotic birds that you might see whilst you're sailing there. And then there's a day at sea, or a few days at sea actually, before you head back to Sydney, which is wonderful. So you've got a day at sea at the beginning and one at the end, so that gives you the scenic cruising experience, the relaxing experience. And this is just such a picture perfect itinerary for seeing one of the most iconic sites on Earth, the Great Barrier Reef and the Whitsundays, of course, and Daintree Rainforest.
Yeah, I think we're absolutely both in agreement here that we'd be on this in a heartbeat tomorrow.
Yes.
For me, this would be my dream package for Australia, I have to say. Having 5 nights in Sydney, because if you've never been to Australia before, you can't be in Sydney and just sort of say hi and go from the airport to the port. So you've got 5 nights there to enjoy. And then the Celebrity Edge, I've been lucky enough to be on board, and it is stunning. You will love it. And it taking you to the Great Barrier Reef of Australia and to do some scenic cruising. You've got classic drinks included, you've got Wi-Fi included. I'd be posting so many pictures, honestly. You are going to have the greatest time. But you know what the greatest thing about this holiday is? The price tag that we've managed to achieve for this, given that it is pretty much an all-inclusive cruise. It's in Australia and you have your 5-night stay in Sydney as well. For that price, honestly, for this part of the world, for this length, for this quality, I would not hesitate for one moment on this one, seriously, because you know, I've talked about it so many times. I would love to go to Australia. I would love to do something like this. And this price tag, you think, how could I even go to Australia and come back and spend any time there for this kind of money, yet alone have 5 nights in Sydney in a hotel and an 11-night all-inclusive cruise? It is brilliant. Listen, you could go and look at 100 deals today across the internet, travel agents, this, that and the other, and never make a decision, when this price covers just so much. And your deposit today for this is just £199 each. For me, that is brilliant. So that package is your return flights to Sydney, 5 nights in a hotel there, and then your very, very exciting and glamorous Edge cruise with Celebrity for 11 nights, cruising the Queensland coast and the Great Barrier Reef ports. If it's been on your list for years and years and years, this is the time to grab the initiative, make the leap and look forward into what will be a very, very exciting Australia holiday. And remember, you only have to wait until November. That's going to roll around really, really quickly. Here's all the details you need to book. Honestly, I would be, if you've been thinking about it, and listen, who hasn't been thinking about taking a holiday to Australia? I think recently, you know, wasn't the jungle, wasn't I'm a Celebrity, that was in Australia, wasn't it, this year? Or recently. And you know what, actually just seeing that, I think, has put Australia in a lot of people's minds again. And listen, you might not want to be in the jungle, you know, sat cross-legged around a campfire with eating creepy crawlies. You want to be enjoying the best of everything, don't you? And this holiday really does give you that. in abundance, and the deposit is just £199 each, so do not delay. It's an incredible price tag. It will not stay the same for long, so get your deposits in today, because it is one of those chances that it's come along at the right time. You know whether it's the right time for a holiday like this. You know how many years you've been waiting to go and see Australia. How many times have we talked about Australia together? It is ridiculous. So if you like the idea, £199 each deposit, get it booked today. And do it with Cruise1st, because not only have you got a great deal, but you've got great service to look forward to as well.
With 25 years of travel expertise, when booking with Cruise1st, you can be sure that you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We work with all the major cruise lines to bring you the most comprehensive selection of exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and ATOL Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is always safe with us. We've been here on your TV screens for over a decade, making us the longest-running cruise channel in the UK. We make it easy to budget for your dream holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today and you then have until your due date to pay the balance. Plus, we're one of the highest-rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 7,000 independent reviews. This all means that you can be fully confident when booking your next exciting adventure with Cruise1st.
I can't stop thinking about that Australia thing. You know, we are trying to sort out, I shouldn't say this, but the more of you vote for it, you know, the more likely it is to happen. But we are trying to work out a kind of Australian adventure for a cruise with Derek in the future as well. Do you fancy that? If you do, would you email in and let us know? We can send all the emails up to the bosses and say, right, come on, let's get it sorted. studio@cruise1st.tv. If you want a cruise with Derek and Joe in Australia, please let us know, because the more votes we get for that, the more likely it is to happen as well. And certainly, you listen, I won't be resisting anytime soon.
Are you ready for all the creepy crawlies though over there?
That's fine. I can do with that. I can get a big beekeeper's outfit if I go anywhere near.
You don't really see any. It's a bit of it's overhyped, really.
Yeah, of course. That's in the bush, isn't it?
Yeah, that's out in the bush, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, our next all-included celebrity special is an exclusive to Cruise1st with a massive saving and only a few cabins left to grab. We're heading on a Canadian Coast Explorer trip, which starts on the 3rd of September and covers 15 nights in all. You'll fly first to Boston in the States, where you'll unwind and check in for a 2-night hotel stay. Boston! Oh, what a city. Love this so much. From the Freedom Trail through to Quincy Marketplace and all of the charm that you'll experience in this stunning New England city. You'll definitely enjoy being in this part of the world. The cobblestones, the red brick townhouses, little cafes, and indeed those classic New England bites such as corn chowder, lobster roll. You've got to try Boston cream pie. You've got to try them all while you're there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, delicious. Then it's time to cruise on board Celebrity Silhouette. You've got all-included cruising, your classic drinks package, and your Wi-Fi, and 12 nights on board as well. Now, this is one of those itineraries that they only ever do for maximum a month a year usually. So it is a really special itinerary. It does book up very fast. It's one of my favorites of all time, Canada, New England. And honestly, it just has a very unique feel to it. And being on Celebrity doing it as well, I think is one of the best choices you can make because it's a nice relaxed vibe. You know, the Solstice class that this ship is part of is slightly smaller than some of the bigger new ships, and I really like that about it. It feels more intimate, more relaxed. There's lots of lovely little upgrades that they've done recently as well that will make it very special indeed. So you've got the Lawn Club. Now this has up on deck with real grass. You've got an oversized outdoor movie screen up there and a lounge area complete with seating and hammocks, which is a nice place to chill out. Now your main dining room, I mean, this is the height of luxury, isn't it? When you look at those chandeliers and all of that beautiful artwork that makes your dining experience so special. Now you can be eating there for all meals. So breakfast, lunch and dinner, plus afternoon tea if you want to. Or you can head up to the buffet. The Ocean View Cafe, always open, 24 hours. They'll have food available for you, and you can have everything from your favorite brunch dishes through to, you know, again, a nice fresh salad or a steak for dinner. That's an option. It's not a regular type of buffet. You've got, like, it's heightened, it's more luxurious. Now look at the ice top bar. You can either go and watch a flair bartending demonstration or be part of the action by choosing a martini mixing class, which is a fun thing to do. And they are excellent mixologists on Celebrity. I have to say, the cocktails are top tier when you're cruising a celebrity ship. Now when it comes to entertainment, the theatre offers you big production shows such as Euphoria, which is a stunning acrobatic show featuring aerial performances and dynamic choreography. Or you might enjoy a game show in there with the cruise director and the cruise director staff, such as the Love and Marriage game show, or Mr. and Mrs. as they often call it. That's lots of fun. So we love that. So much to keep you entertained from dawn till dusk. Whether you are a bingo lover, you enjoy the daily quiz, or maybe a spot of shuffleboard up on deck, maybe some deck games like Bago, maybe you're going to get part of the activities and do the walk a mile every day around the deck, or do a dance class with some of the entertainers. You can take your pick and take it at your own pace. And this is, talking of pace, this is a very relaxed itinerary. You don't feel like you're in a rush to be anywhere. There's lots of options for exploring ashore. We're cruising out of Boston, straight into Rockland, first of all, which is very charming Maine town. It's got that artsy small harbour feel and a big lobster culture. So you've got to try the lobster rolls, as I mentioned, when you're in New England, you know, and just learn about the vibe. Then at St. John's in New Brunswick. This is for the Bay of Fundy, and it's the world's highest tides, actually. So you've got the Reversing Rapids and Stonehammer Geopark Adventure Tour that I'd recommend doing there. That's really interesting. You literally will see the rapids changing. Then it's Halifax. Colourful, historic, and very maritime. You know, most book tours Peggy's Cove Lighthouse and Coastal Village here, so book that up fast if you'd like to experience it. That's a fun one. We're into Sydney and Nova Scotia next, your gateway to Cape Breton, which feels almost Celtic, and you can see from the landscape, it looks like Ireland, doesn't it? Now, the Cabot Trail Highlights Scenic Drive is going to be an excursion to do here with sweeping cliff views and forested highlands. How pretty. Next up, we're into Quebec in Canada, and we've got an overnight on board here. Quebec City really feels like Europe. You've got cobblestone streets, cafes, the Chateau, Frontenac skyline as well. And you can actually do the Quebec Evening Gourmet Walking Tour here, since you're there overnight, with local cheeses and maple treats. I'd be straight on out there. Then at Charlottetown on Prince Edward Island. Storybook pretty here. Clapboard houses, and of course, talking of storybooks, it's Anne of Green Gables country, isn't it? So the tour to do here is the Green Gables Heritage Tour to learn about that one. We're into Portland next up, and Portland is a brilliant foodie port. You've got craft breweries, coastal views. The Cape Elizabeth and Portland Headlights Scenic Drive is a lovely one to do. It's where you'll see Maine's oldest lighthouse. Then we're back into Boston, where you'll disembark, and we will fly you back to the UK after this stunning itinerary. Of course, enjoying Boston first of all on an overnight and in a hotel. Then we're into Rockland, in St. John's, Halifax, Sydney, Quebec for that overnight, Charlottetown, Portland. This is really a wonderful Canada-New England itinerary.
Bit of a foodie's paradise.
Oh,
I'm feeling.
yes.
This is a bit like, you know, when you go to somewhere like, you know, down to the southwest, you go to Devon and Cornwall, and you know, you try all the local crab and the fish and this, that and the other, and what. It feels like this is going to be kind of, you know, an equivalent. I mean, lobster, you have got to try it. You've got to try it from, you know, the home of lobster. Mm-hmm. Amazing. This is brilliant. Remember, this is exclusive as well. The price that we've got on this is exclusive. In fact, most of the places are sold out on this. It goes at the start of September, and we have just the last few cabins available. So let's get that exclusive price tag in front of you. And remember, a deposit today will get one of those last places. $2,799 per person. Remember, that's all inclusive on the cruise as well, because you've got your classic drinks package and you've got your Wi-Fi to enjoy. That's return flights included to Boston. You've got the 2-night city stay there in a hotel before you cruise for 12 nights, which is quite a long Canada and New England itinerary as well, which is great. And actually, the more the merrier with something like this, especially when you're on board with Celebrity. You will love that. And the overnight call into Quebec City as well, which will be very, very exciting. You can do multiple excursions there. You can explore as you want to. It is great. Remember, you can book this today with a deposit of just £199 each, but it is the last few places. I'm going to apologise right now if they're all gone by the time you call, because that is a possibility. But don't worry, we will find you an alternative if that's the case, but it might still be there. Call the number. There's only one way to know: 0800 953 4700. Here's the details. It's great. I love it when we get an exclusive deal. We do it quite often, as you know, because we are a big deal here in the UK. We book so many people's cruises, like thousands of people, tens of thousands of people every single year come and book with us here at Cruise1st. And the more people book with us, the more exclusive offers we can negotiate with the cruise lines, with the airlines, with the hotel brands around the world. And that all equals a better deal for you. That's what we're all about. But eventually these deals sell out, and I wonder why. I mean, they are so attractive, that's why, because you have got a 5-star product going on here. When you're on board with Celebrity, everything is 5-star, everything is elevated, everything is very, very different. And there's only one way of knowing and seeing that, and it's going and doing it for yourself. You have to do that to see just how good it is. When you're on board with Celebrity, in fact, actually, the biggest part of knowing the value of a Celebrity cruise is actually when you come off and you realise how much more you could have paid for the equivalent experiences, dining, activities, surrounding spaces, things that normally you would be shelling out dollar after dollar after dollar. I mean, hundreds of dollars after hundreds of dollars after hundreds of dollars you would be spending on it. It's great. Honestly, the value is incredible, and you really should. You know, if you're looking at these parts of the world that we're going to and saying, yeah, this is for me, do not hesitate. Jump in as quickly as you can, because as you can see, with almost sold out offers in this show, other people are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
It really is a great time to be booking. Now, our final all-included exclusive Celebrity getaway is an epic 18-night adventure for October. You'll have to be quick to grab this one too, with only the last few cabins available. Now, we are heading around South Korea and Japan, flying to Seoul first to enjoy a 2-night hotel stay. Now, this is a rarity to see a little mini break in Seoul before a cruise. It's in South Korea, of course, and it's such an exciting mix of ancient tradition and ultra-modern city life. Now, think lantern-lit palaces right next to neon districts and incredible street food. I mean, just look at that aesthetic. It's everything you'd expect Asia to be and more, and beautiful modern skylines as well. Lots of lush green spaces too. Then it's time to cruise on board Celebrity Millennium, and you've got your all-included classic drinks package and Wi-Fi as well for 12 nights. A lovely amount of time to get away and cruise. And this lovely ship was revolutionized in 2019, so lots of different additional add-ons to make it even better for you. 5-star new luxury, you know, incredible staterooms. In fact, they've won best beds at sea, and they are so comfortable with their exhale bedding. It's patented bedding that they have on Celebrity with cashmere mattresses. So they are designed to give you the most sumptuous night's rest, which you're going to need because you're going to be up and enjoying the ship, of course, every day. There's so much on offer for you. You know, world-class spa too, with the solarium on board, where you can relax in the pools and the sauna and all of that stuff. You can get yourself a pass, or if you're part of Aqua Class, actually, it will be included when you book your stateroom. But you can get a pass for that for either one day or for the entire cruise. And that's a nice thing to do to kick back and relax after you've been out in port. You know, really enjoy doing that. And some of the treatments on board, wow, they have such an extensive menu. So whether you're looking for massage or manicure or pedicure or barber service, or you know, a full cut and colour, it's all on offer, or teeth whitening. It's all on offer in the spa on Celebrity. Just head on up there. They do port day specials too. Here's another little tip for you. You know, maybe if this is going to be your first cruise, perhaps, or it might be something you've been planning for a while. During port days, you know, if you come back early, for example, on a port day, they might have a special up in the spa, a discount in the spa. They might have certain promotions around the ship in other departments and services. So it's always worth looking out, and this will all be noted and mentioned to you in the daily program, which you'll receive every day. They have a digital version of that too. Talking of digital, on your stateroom TV, they'll have an archive of everything that's been going on around the ship that you might have missed. Say maybe on a sea day you've been doing an activity and you missed a lecture in the theatre. That's actually recorded on a service that you can actually bring up on your TV on demand, so that's great. Talking of the theatre, look at this. I mean, this is where they'll have all the main events, including the shore excursions presentations, the nightly theatre, and of course all of your sort of cruise directors' activities too. So we're cruising out of Seoul, and the first port we're heading into is going to be beautiful Jeju Island in South Korea, which feels almost otherworldly. It's got volcanic cones, waterfalls, and the Hyeno women's divers. Actually, you can learn about those on excursion. The Jeju volcanic crater and seaside cliffs tour is the one to do here. Kumamoto is next, and it's known for its lovely castle and beautiful manicured bonsai trees and gardens too. So head on out and see those. That's a real sort of particular part of Japan that makes it special. And being there in autumn too, you'll see the changing colours. Then we're into Kagoshima. Sits right opposite Sakurajima, one of the world's most active volcanoes. And you can take a scenic drive here, which takes you across the bay for lava fields, steam vents, and incredible views of the crater. Then it's Hiroshima, which is a deeply moving and incredible peaceful port today. The tour to do here would be the Hiroshima Peace Park and Miyajima Island. So this gives you an overview of both the memorial and the floating torii gate. Then we have an overnight in Kyoto, which is great. It's, known for its bamboo forests, its lantern-lit streets, which you'll get to really see at night, won't you? And those incredible golden temples. And the Fushimi Inari highlight tour would be a great one to do because it takes you through the red gates and then Golden Pavilion as well. Then we're into Shimizu. Now Shimizu is all about Mount Fuji. On a clear day it looks incredible, especially if you see right across the lake. Now the Mount Fuji and Hakone ropeway tour takes you up to the famous ropeway so you can walk across the bridge. Then an overnight on board beckons in Yokohama, which of course is the port for Tokyo. You have an overnight on the ship and then you'll disembark and you'll have a further 2 nights in Tokyo proper. But Yokohama is a nice sleepy portside town, only half an hour from Tokyo, so you can explore the surrounding area for sure. And then we're off to Tokyo for 2 further nights. So think neon districts, peaceful shrines, some of the best food on earth, many say as well. And not just sushi, they do great steaks in Japan and so many different, you find every cuisine because it's an international city, isn't it? So the Shibuya crossing, you've got to go there and see over 3,000 people crossing at any one time. Great videos and photos opportunity for that one. So what an incredible itinerary this is of the East. Flying into Seoul for 2 days. Then we're off to South Korea. We've got several ports in Japan there to enjoy, including Hiroshima, Kumamoto, Kyoto, and Shimizu. And then, of course, those 3 days in Yokohama and Tokyo total. What a exciting adventure this is.
Yeah, it is, and you'll have to be quick if you want to grab the last few places. This is, I mean, almost sold out. We have just a few cabins remaining at our special exclusive price, so please grab it as quickly as you can with a deposit still, because this isn't until October. Let's show you your price tag because this is so good. You can understand why so many people have gone for it. £199 each deposit today, remember. Fingers crossed, locks in some of the literally the last few cabins that we have available at our exclusive prices. Your package is absolutely awesome. Your flight from the UK to Seoul in South Korea, 2 nights in a hotel there, and then the magic of 12 nights on board Celebrity Millennium, enjoying her fabulous luxury cruise in Japan and South Korea in style. And there's some highlight ports galore on this as well. You end in the port for Tokyo with an overnight there, and then enjoy 2 nights in a Tokyo hotel before your flight back. It is brilliant. Talk to the team today, get your places. I'll keep my fingers crossed. Here's the details. It's amazing. We still have some availability on Ocean View and balcony as well. Mind you, I say that at the moment I am speaking these words, that availability is there. It will disappear very, very quickly. So call us today on 0800 953 4700. It's never worth waiting around with a deal like this because it has been on sale for a while. It's almost sold out. You are getting the drinks and Wi-Fi there, which again, look at the value of those alone. I always think it's great that we put the value of that drinks and Wi-Fi package together there. It's over $1,300 per person. Now, when you sit that next to the price price itself and think about what you're getting as part of this package, it is quite ridiculous. So jump in quickly and get a deposit in. It's just £199 each today to lock in those last few places. And such a good feeling as well when something is nearly sold out. You know, if you've been wandering through the sales and whatever, you know what it's like just grabbing that deal before it sells out.
Yeah, you've got to do it. There's some absolutely splendid offerings today. So check out the deals on our website, give us a call, and we'll see you soon.
See you later.